I hope that the full feeling and what I can't express with words, I hope that it comes across in this video. And after this video, I really need to put on a little bit of a burn today. I was talking in the last video about a book that I came across at the thrift store. And before I read a piece from here, from the Anthology, I just want to mention a dream that I had last night about being in some kind of odd church. And it didn't really feel like a church at all. And it seemed that people really liked to be in this church because they were, they didn't have to, act churchly. It's like they were even, they were drinking beer and they were, kind of doing whatever they wanted, and so they liked it. It's understandable. But then it turned out that some of the people that were in charge of things, they seemed very false. And as I said before, you really need to be your own judge. If you feel a need for something, then you need to scrutinize that and ask why. I have a Rav, and he said once that, people who have no need for the Torah, that's fine. If they have no need, they have no need. What can you do? It's like if you have no desire to learn about, I don't know, some kind of computing stuff, programming or something. If you have no desire for it, you have no desire for it. What can you do? If you're not hungry for a piece of chocolate cake, you're not hungry for a piece of chocolate cake. What can you do? You can't, you can shove the cake down someone's throat, but if they have no desire, they have no desire. So with that, we're speaking about desire here. Not trying to cram anything down at anyone's throat if they don't feel a need for it. But with that dream, I really felt that it was an important thing, about the realness and authenticity. And today I just came across this in this book. It's called, the passage is called The Cult. I'm going to get this on here. I don't know, let's see. There it is. There it is. Okay. The cult, a mitzvah is performed when a deed is outdone by a sigh, when divine reference is given to a human fact. In a mitzvah, we give the source of an act rather than the underlining of a word. Ceremonies are performed for the sake of onlookers. Mitzvot are done for the sake of God. Ceremonies must be visible, spectacular. A mitzvah is spurious when turning impressive. Mitzvot are sanctifications rather than ceremonies. Without faith, the festivities turn dull and artificial. And I just want to make a point of underscoring that sentence. The aesthetic satisfaction they offer is meager compared, e.g., with that of listening to a symphony. Moses was not concerned with initiating a new cult, but with creating a new people. In the center of Jewish living is not a cult, but observance of mitzvot. The former is a realm of its own. The latter comprises all of life. Since the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, Judaism has had a minimum of cult and a maximum of observance. The prophetic fight against the mendacity of spurious ceremonies has left its trace in our lives. There is a minimum of show, of ceremonialism in Jewish religion, even in public worship. Ceremonies are for the eye, but Judaism is an appeal to the spirit. The only ceremony still observed in the synagogue is the blessing of the priests. But then the congregation is required to close its eyes. It's 7:29. I have a few minutes left before. I like to keep these to 10 minutes if I can, or under. And that passage there from Mr. Heschel really speaks to my heart, because that's what happens in our lives, not just in any kind of service that one might attend, any religious service, but it also happens in our lives if we perform actions without really thinking, and it just becomes a habit. We can use that to our advantage as well. You know, if you want to get rid of a bad habit, replace it with a good habit. But even that becomes, what does it become? What do you become if you just become your routine or your habit? What, do you just become a robot then? You know? So there's a question there with regard to things not becoming dry and robotic and really living in, well, in the state of, as this book's title goes, I ask for wonder. I didn't ask for success. I didn't ask for everything to turn out the way I maybe thought it should. I asked for wonder, and I think I got that. So, boy, yeah, I got it. I really hope that you have a wonderful end of September, and I hope that you find some of the wonder, and that it not just be dry and artificial.